Hello, my name is Donato D'Andrea of Compete Now Website Design. Today we're going to be doing a quick tutorial about the BNI Connect and using it as a BNI member. I myself am a member and really do like this BNI Connect website, but I did notice that many of my fellow members have had trouble managing the site on their own, or managing their profile, I should say. So over the course of the video, we're going to be going over updating and improving your profile, including updating some very important account settings that you'll need to make sure are adjusted to the right setting to get the most out of BNI Connect. And we'll also, after we get through that, we'll also go over just entering slips, and then some other tracking types of things that you can do while in BNI Connect. So first thing we're going to do is just improving your member profile. We all know this is very important in terms of if anybody is going to actually use the BNI Connect to find somebody outside their chapter to pass a referral to, likely they're not going to know much about the people in the directory, and all they're going to have is the information in your member profile. So if your profile is bare, or just not even or they can't even find you because you have account settings that aren't turned on, you're probably not going to get many referrals outside your group, and we all know that we can never have enough referrals. So this is the page you're going to land on when you come onto the BNI Connect website. In order to update your profile, what you would do is click on this link right here. It's right under Change Password. And before I even go any further, if you haven't changed your password from the generic password that was assigned to you, you might want to do that sooner than later, because we all know those are a lot harder than the passwords we really use. Try to make it something somewhat difficult, but something you'll actually remember, so that you don't get stuck every time you try to log into BNI Connect trying to dig up a past email. But what we're going to do is click on Update Profile / My BNI Page. Once you click on that, you'll have your general information, and really the goal here, as we go through all these fields, and we're all busy, fill up as much information as possible on your profile to get it as complete as possible. So I have my name in here, Donato D'Andrea. I want my display name displayed this way. Title, suffix. As you keep going down, you can see the classification, your chapter, your industry. Those are basically the only things that you cannot change in your profile. These are, just basically because you have a seat within your chapter and they don't want people screwing up, your seats and all that while you're in here. But as you scroll down more, you'll see My Business, and you describe what your business does. Kind of like a 60-second commercial, but maybe a little bit shorter. There is a section later on that we'll see that you can actually put in your 60-second commercial. Also put in some keywords. I've tried to put in as many as I could within reason. Try to put in some keywords that are related to your business, and that will help your profile come up when people are searching for you to pass a referral to. Alright, so the next thing is user profile. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to have a memorable question and an answer. I had just taken mine out just because it's really probably not something I should publicly display all over the internet. I'll put that back in, but just put something in there that it's something you're going to remember, but probably most likely somebody else wouldn't be able to guess. Alright, so then you're going to put in your profile image here. You can say change profile picture, or if you don't have one already. And then if you go to change company logo, I haven't done that yet, so I'll do that now just as demonstration. So if you click on change company logo, click on that link, you can upload an image. Alright, to do that, click on this little magnifying glass. Alright, find your logo on your computer. I'll try to find one that will fit there. One thing that can be tough is that little box is obviously it is a square. My logo is actually more of a rectangle. So if you have something that you can use, that'll work better. You can see that this is all blacked out. It's not ideal for here. You can also go on and see if you have something that is something that's white that you can add. So let's try something else. All mine are transparent. For now, for the sake of the video, we'll keep going. Just whatever file format you have that would fit into the company logo box would be best. And as you keep going, you can go to your contact details. So what I did was, you have main profile, which we already edited right here, user profile, where you can set your memorable question, and then you have contact details, and this is the information that you want to display on the website. You can choose or not, or choose to or choose not to show your physical address. As you scroll down, your phone number, direct number, home number. If any of these is different, you can put them in. For me, it's one number that I put in here. As you're scrolling down, you put in your email that you want to be reached at, you put in your website, and then you can put in some social networking links. I put in my Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter accounts. And this is a good one too. This is the address that you want to appear on the site. So for me, I do all my meetings are by appointment. We'll usually meet somewhere or meet at my client's office, and that just works better that way. So I put by appointment, and that's a good way to do it as well. Okay, so when I roll up again, you can go to the next setting. This is probably everything I've gone over so far is pretty self-explanatory as long as you're just clicking on these icons. This is definitely one of the most important parts of the video, where we're going to talk about the account settings. Now, the way that BNI Connect works by default is to have so that you have your highest standard of privacy, but at the same time, when you have that highest standard of privacy, it's also possible that people have a hard time finding you. And if somebody's looking to hire us for our service, I think we all can agree that we would prefer they find us versus a privacy setting blocking them from finding us. So what you're going to do is go in here, and you want to make it so that people can actually find you and see your details. So this, where it says show my contact details to line, should be set to all. Alright, all of these should be set to all. The only one I didn't set to all was showing my connections, because you can set it to all. I don't see why not, but I don't see why I should make it so they can see it either. Maybe you would want to make it so they can see all your connections, so that maybe there's a connection that you know that the person researching you knows, and they might want to contact them and be like, what's this guy Donato all about? Is he good at building websites? That would be the only reason why you would want to click all. So, with that being said, I'll click all, because you never know. So going down, here's another one, BNI public websites. Now, the word public does make you can make you a little uneasy. You do have to have a BNI password and username to even access the listings of its members. So when it says public, it means public to other BNI members. It's not like you're just on this directory and everybody in the world can access your information. So this is you definitely want to check this so that the public, meaning other BNI members, can search for your services. All right, allow people to email me. Also, make sure you have that checked. You want people to be able to contact you through your listing. If they find your contact details, you definitely want to give them the option to reach out to you. Show my contact details. So this is a little confusing here. You definitely want to leave this checked. So it says uncheck for home offices. Don't do that. You see where it says note, unchecking this box will also remove your telephone and web address from the BNI regional and chapter websites. Okay, so you definitely want to leave this checked in order to actually get some people finding you on BNI Connect. Alright, as I'm scrolling down, you can say notify me on new post. I say once per week. That's fine. I think that's the default setting as well. Now, as you keep scrolling down, you get over to email forwarding and notification email address. if the email address that's listed in your profile is the one that you want inquiries to be sent to, you can just leave this box blank. If you have another email address that you want it to be forwarded to, you can type it in right there. And that is another thing you want to make sure. Forward BNI Connect messages you receive to my email address. Make sure you click yes. You do want to get that information, because you might not log into BNI Connect once you get your profile 100% complete and it looks good. You might not log in all that often unless you're just entering slips. So you want to make sure that you're receiving your messages to your email, so you don't have to check in on your BNI Connect account. Because we all know if you get a referral, you need to follow up right away. You can't be waiting a couple days in between logging into BNI Connect. So just make sure you have that click to yes. This option, forward BNI mail, I send to my email address. That's basically if you send a message through BNI, do you want to be basically copied on that? I hit no. I don't really see why I would need to be, but if you would prefer to get a copy for yourself of a message that you sent, then you can click yes. All right, forward my connection request, forward this, forward that, opt out of optional emails. No, I said no, you can say yes. These are all just up to you. Basically what this all is besides the opt-out, you're just going to get more emails and not really anything that you need. You just need this one to be checked to yes for sure. Alright, so if I scroll back up to the top and we click on bio, this is where a lot of the work is going to be done in filling. You got your years in business. I put in 4. Put in your spouse name, previous types of jobs, children, pets, hobbies, interests. Big ice hockey guy, like spending time with family. That's an important one. People like to, if they're researching you, like sometimes that your hobbies and interests can relate to something that they do, and can increase the likelihood they'll pick you as the person they want to refer some business to. All right, put your city of residence. And then we don't need to go through every single line, but the more you fill in, basically, the better. And the better reviewed your profile listing will be, and the higher up it will come in the search results, and the more credible it will be. Here's, like we said before, you can put in your 60-second commercial. You can fill in your gains profile, your goals, achievements, and so on and so forth, all the way down your ideal business partner, favorite BNI story. And then the biggest thing, once you do all this work, do not forget to hit the update button at the bottom. You'd be pretty bummed out if it is a lot of work to get this filled out. Even if you fill in a couple lines at a time, I would recommend just hitting the update button. Don't wait until you have every single thing filled in. Just as a precaution, you never know, your internet could time out, something like that, just to make sure that you're not having to do the same thing twice. And then the last thing we have up here is training history, which is really just, that's not anything you're going to be updating. That's something that your chapter, probably VP, will be updating for you. All right, so the next thing we're going to discuss is entering slips into your BNI Connect account. Thank you for closed business, referrals, one-to-ones, keeping track of referrals you've given and referrals that you've received, updating them, and so on and so forth. So what you're going to do next, if you're not already on the front dashboard of the site, like I am, you're going to go and hit this home button up in the top left. It's a little picture of a house. And we're going to come out. And then here we have our general dashboard. As you can see, we have some chapter stats and then some of my individual stats. I'm in a pretty new BNI. If you're not from my Winchester BNI, this is thank you for closed business given 760. These are my personal stats. Referrals given 5, visitor 3, one-to-ones 17. I think that number that might just be mine. And then what is that? Education something 2. All right, those are education points. So what we're going to do now is, as you're scrolling further down, you'll see enter, thank you for closed business, enter referrals, enter one-to-one, enter CEU, referral tracking, my thank you for close, and then all the way down the sheet. I'll zoom out real quick here so that we can see. we can see where we are on the page. All right, so let's say I got some business from one of the members, and I want to enter that into the website. So I'll go enter TYFCB, click on that. That'll bring up this box, so you'll say thank you to. You're going to have to select who you're thanking right now. Go down and pick one of the members in your group. So let's say I'm thanking Joe Rizzo. And then you're going to put in the amount that they referred to you. So we'll say $200. Business, was it new or repeat? Was it an inside referral? Did I do work for Joe? Did I do work for one of Joe's friends that's outside? Or was this just tier 3? Is this just a referral from a referral? Still want to give Joe credit for that original referral way back when, and maybe I can put some comments in about that. Once you finish, just hit submit and you're good to go. And your slip's in there. At your meeting, and during the week you might just want to, you'll also do the paper slip, but just put a big note on it that it's already been entered, so that we don't, so that you don't get the same slip entered twice. It's pretty straight. All the other ones are pretty much like that too. So if you're going to enter a referral to Joe, I'll go to enter referrals. Once you click on that, you're going to find Joe again out of the drop down. It's going to be all the members in your chapter. I should also say, for thank you for Joe's business, any of these slips you can go cross chapter. So if there's a member in another chapter, you could search and find them. So let's say I wanted to refer somebody to a friend of mine, Larry. So if I go to Larry, I know his last name, so I'm just going to use that to find him. His last name's Mazzone. Search, and there he is. Larry Mazzone, Premier Chapter, Merrimack Valley Processing. That's right, I'm sure. Alright, so now he's in there. The referral is the name of the person you're referring. Put the name in. Is it inside? This is outside. Referral status, I told them he would call. And then I would put in their phone number here, and then some notes looking for authorized setup. Something like that. And then call me for details. Sometimes they'll want a little more information even directly from you, aside from the slip. And then the last thing to do on the right side would be say, is it a hot referral? Is it something that they're not looking to do for a few months, but they want to talk to them now? And you can put in judge however you want on that. Put in the phone number and hit submit, and then the referral is in there. All right, same thing with one-to-one. All right, pick a member from your chapter. Do a one-to-one with Amy. Where? What did we talk about? What was the date? Okay. And you have your, you can pick whatever you did here. If you did the MSP, you went to one MSP, that would be worth 2 points. And then you just hit submit, and that'll give you your CEU points. All right, you can track referrals. So if I click on that, and you do the start date, April 21st to May 21st, the last month, you can see that I have one referral in the last month from Grant Young, and then I can click on that and see more details. I can update it, I can delete it, I can do anything I want, really. Okay, so we'll go back here. So that's another way just to track referrals that you get per month. Let's say you went a few months and you forgot to enter it into whatever program you have to try to figure out what you're getting out of it. You can go back and make sure you did all your closed business slips, stuff like that. All right, so you can also track your one-to-ones. All right, so we'll do from basically the whole time here. So here's the only two that I've entered online first, but you can go and you can see kind of what you talked about last time. If you're gonna have another one-to-one, useful for that. You can see what you've done for CEUs. You can do referral tracking report. I believe you can track past referrals as well. Pretty simple stuff. Alright, so that's just the general overview of using BNI Connect, entering slips online, updating your profile to make sure it's complete, And biggest thing, like we said, was making sure your account settings are set so that um, people can actually find you and refer you business and see your contact information. All right, so once again, my name is Donato D'Andrio from Compete Now Website Design and E-Marketing, and I hope you found this helpful. If you do have any questions or need additional help, you can contact BNI through their website.